Ωραία. Καλημέρα, κύριε Παπαγεωργίου.
Morning, Mr. Papageorgiou. I can see you can all see me. Yes, we can see you. So, first of all, allow me to thank the organizers for this possibility to talk about blue growth, because these issues are linked with cohesion policy and regional development. ESPON's work is very important because regionality and locality, which means the territorial development of growth, are still decisive factors in development. What has been shown in a negative way during the pandemic is that inequalities were worsened. So this means that we need targeted interventions within cohesion policy and be as flexible as possible on the local level because of the very specific needs of each locality. And we also need cooperation among local communities, regional authorities, and the central state. It is what we call multi-level governance. In this direction, we have the local owner idea promoted by the European Commission, and we also promote the territorial agenda of 2030, prioritizing digital transformation and green issues in territorial policies. What is also mentioned is the importance of sea transport for territorial integration. So, in the new programming period, in our ministry, we work along these lines. We have this challenge, environmental and digital challenges. These two challenges could act as a catalyst for blue growth and therefore development of the Greek economy at large. Quite recently, the European Commission announced the Sustainable Blue Economy paper, which sets the rules for greening the blue growth. We need synergies among different activities and special planning for the insular area, taking into consideration the environment. As regards Greece, blue growth is about 5% of the GDP and also 15% of the workforce. This is the largest percentage in the EU, with coastal tourism and sea transport prevailing. However, our country still has unutilized potential. This potential is to be found in almost all sectors having to do with blue economy, be supply chain or aquaculture. Greece is playing a leading role in aquaculture. We also have shipbuilding, sea renewable energy resources. So there is still potential to be fully utilized in the future. As to cohesion policy and the new programming period 2021-2027, this is what we are planning right now. So our priority in the ministry and also in other co-competent ministries place emphasis on blue growth. We give more resources in the new regional operational programs, and we also have the new program for fisheries in the programming period 2021-2027, and we also have the new program for competitiveness, smart specialization. We attach emphasis there on blue growth again. So allow me to say that we have a whole package of very important financing measures in order to enhance investment in blue economy. Quite roughly, we could say that resources to blue economy are more than 1.5 billion euro. The actions are also linked with the program of the Ministry for Shipping and Insular Policy and Maritime Affairs. I imagine that Mr. Koutoulakis is going to mention more about it, and it's only a pity we don't have Mr. Kyriazopoulos, the other Secretary General, with us. I have been working with them both excellently. We have some common issues, and we have been working on them. So as to the planned activities in blue growth, allow me to mention wind energy. This is very important in the new programs. I suppose that Mr. Marinos will tell you more about wind energy, and the Ministry of Energy is also involved. So offshore wind energy is very important because within the framework of the European Green Agreement, the European Union promotes the strategy for full utilization of offshore energy sources for a climate neutral future. So I just want to say that offshore energy sources till 2030 could become almost 14%, covering the needs of Europe. So I think that Greece participates in this financial activity. We are at the front line of these initiatives in our revisioned national plan, the so-called ESEC. This is the energy plan which has been approved, and it was approved before the pandemic. This is an ambitious strategy in this direction, 43.8 billion euro, if I remember correctly, says the ministry, the Secretary General. And within this program, ESEC, we also foresee offshore wind energy facilities. And we could have also the opportunity to support the sustainable development of the Greek economy. So energy coming from sea, wind energy or wave energy could act as a catalyst for developing insular policies with benefits for tourism and also offering a sustainable environment for the citizens. The insular regions in Greece are faced with a problem of not enough interconnection, but we also need further interconnection and the possibility to further enhance offshore wind energy facilities. We could also use floating facilities in order to enhance our ship repair activities. All activities have to be based on the proper legal framework. Spatial planning is very important, the lack of a proper spatial planning framework, and we had this in the past with the lack of a proper cadastre. We have seen that this can only hamper development. So sea spatial planning is what could lead blue growth to take off. So we are proceeding rapidly in our plans. Quite recently, we have the law 4759 in 2021 for full utilization of blue economy and floating wind energy facilities. We have all these programs in the new programming period, and we are certain that we will fully utilize our potential in blue growth, enhancing the prosperity, not just for the citizens of the coastal areas. We shall enhance our economy at large. Fernand Braudel, this historian, would say that culture brings the peoples of the Mediterranean closer, and it's only politics that brings them apart. So now we think that we will be able to fully utilize the unutilized potential in blue economy, thus offering better conditions for the prosperity of the Greek people and the other states in the Mediterranean. Thank you very much.